I've got another fake news alert for y'all. Sorry, my husband is on the treadmill if you hear all the noise in the background. So have you guys been seeing this post circling social media? I've been getting it currently in my comment section a lot right now, where people are saying, you did this. And apparently this is Juan Carlos, a U.S. citizen. On January 9th, he was taken from his car and beaten and detained by ICE processing facility and issued a ticket for failure to hold his alien paperwork. There's even currently a GoFundMe listed for this Juan Carlos that has raised up to $41,000. Currently, donations are paused. Someone created this for Juan Carlos, said that he permitted me to share these photos and this update. Juan Carlos is a U.S. resident who was currently unhoused and living in his car yesterday 1/9 around noon while observing ICE activity near 22nd in Chicago and Minneapolis. He was targeted and assaulted. But apparently the person in that video is this person being brutally beaten by ICE agents in Minneapolis on January 9th, which was 2 days ago. But yet, I haven't heard not one news source talk about it, not even CNN. And you know CNN would have jumped on that shit ASAP. Supposedly, this is the ticket that was issued through ICE for this person not having their paperwork. And of course, you know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't go looking for something to figure out if it was true or not. Because yeah, so everything that is circulating online about this Juan Carlos, who was apparently beaten by ICE agents on video, every search engine said that this information is so far unverified. No journalist websites, no news websites, no credible sources have spoken about this or covered this at all or know anything about it. Being that there's a video of ICE detaining somebody, it would have already been on the news if it was pertaining to them brutally beating some dude and putting him in the hospital. As I kept searching on every search engine, I Google, ChatGPT, Grok, Yahoo, everything. The narrative you provided is currently circulating on social media platforms like Twitter, where community members are sharing video snippets and accounts of the incident. A trending summary of social posts described that narrative, but it is not from a verified news outlet and should be treated as a preliminary information until covered by a reliable source. At this time, no major credible news organizations, Reuters, BBC, CNN, Fox News, nobody has published a verified article about a man named Juan Carlos who was living in his car near 22nd in Chicago and Minneapolis, who was assaulted and beaten by ICE agents on January 9th. But yet, you guys are getting all of your news from social media where people are putting shit together and making it seem like this incident happened. And of course, it is just so convincing because you guys are so fucking gullible. And now you're donating to some random GoFundMe that has nothing to do with some dude that actually got beaten by ICE agents. And when I did find anything remotely close to the name that was written on the ticket, this is what came up: a Juan Carlos Recano Rujals, which is exactly on the ticket that I showed you. As you can see there in the center part, let me move myself up. Juan Carlos Recano Ujales. I don't know if I'm saying that right. What I did find on that though was that it was a failure to carry his alien registration. The notice requires an appearance in court. The defendant, his name right there, failure to carry his alien registration. Court date is April 7th, 2025, which literally matches the date right there, 4/7/25. But that is being put next to a video of a dude who apparently got beaten and dragged out of his car just 2 days ago. And mind you, this person's account on Instagram has 415,000 followers falling for this made up shit that was just mashed together. So again, another fabricated story from the left with a fraudulent fucking GoFundMe account in support of a man who definitely does exist, but definitely isn't that person and definitely doesn't go along with the lines of being beaten, brutally beaten 2 days ago by ICE agents. The ticket he apparently received that day that dates back all the way to fucking April 2025. Because trust and believe, with all the fucking heat on ICE agents right now, especially in Minneapolis, after Renee Good got shot and the other fucking stupid asses that got shot because they wanted to do the same dumb shit that Renee Good did, this dude who got his ass beat apparently and dragged out of his car would have been front fucking page on the news right now. He would have been top fucking headlines right now. That video would have been playing all over fucking CNN on repeat, MSNBC, every fucking left-wing media would have been repeating that fucking video over and over again. if ICE agents had brutally beat this man and put him in the fucking hospital to the point where y'all had to open up a GoFundMe to support his medical bills and shit. But of course, y'all will never look into this shit. Y'all will never look it up because you're dumb. The moment you hear ICE beat somebody, oh my God, we must put an end to this. And yet, another GoFundMe created for some random man for $40,000, and yet y'all still complaining about the government causing you to struggle. Y'all better come together and start paying each other's rent. All these fucking GoFundMes y'all create.